everybody. Happy holidays. Today we're going to be reading Lil Rabbit's Kwanzaa by Donna L. Washington, illustrated by Shane W. Evans. Lil Rabbit was not having a very good Kwanzaa. Being the littlest rabbit in the family wasn't easy. He couldn't remember the names of all the days. He wasn't allowed to light the candles. His brothers and sisters made wonderful gifts to share. Lil Rabbit was too embarrassed to share his gifts. He hated being the youngest. He was always in the way, and everyone told him he was too little. The only part of Kwanzaa that he really loved was the big feast called Karamu. This year, he wasn't even going to have that. Grandma Rabbit was sick. She lay in bed all day drinking dandelion tea. Mama Rabbit was so busy taking care of her, she didn't have time to cook. Mama, if Grandma Rabbit is sick, who will make the Feast of Karamu? Lil Rabbit asked his mother. Shame on you, Lil Rabbit, his mama said. Grandma Rabbit is sick, and all you can think about is your stomach. You go outside. Lil Rabbit hopped out and sat on the big gnarled tree stump. He really wanted to go talk to Grandma Rabbit. She was very wise. Lil Rabbit sat and thought. He thought about all the things his grandma said about Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is a special time when we help each other. That's what Grandma said. That's it, Lil Rabbit jumped up, danced around. I'll bring Grandma Rabbit a special treat for Karamu. That will make her feel better. Lil Rabbit hopped down the road. Where are you going so fast? Mama Oriole asked Lil Rabbit. I'm going to find a tasty treat for Grandma Rabbit. She's sick. I want her to have a good Karamu. Lil Rabbit hopped away. Mama Oriole didn't know what Karamu was, but she knew Grandma Rabbit. Grandma Rabbit always brought out warm seed cakes and warm pudding when the weather got cold. Poor Grandma Rabbit, said Mama Oriole. I wish there was something I could do to help. Lil Rabbit stopped by the side of the path. He looked under some logs to see if he could find something special for Grandma Rabbit. What are you doing, Lil Rabbit? Asked Groundhog, sticking his head out of a patch of grass. I'm trying to find a zawadi for Grandma Rabbit. She's sick. I want her to feel better. Lil Rabbit hopped off. Groundhog didn't know what a zawadi was, but he knew Grandma Rabbit. She always had time to make little toys for the animals when they were bored. Poor Grandma Rabbit, said Groundhog. I wish there was something I could do to help. Lil Rabbit hopped down to the pond. Maybe he could find something pretty for Grandma Rabbit. What are you doing, Little Rabbit? Asked the frogs. I'm looking for something pretty for Grandma Rabbit. She's sick. She should have something pretty to hang on the wall at Kwanzaa time. Lil Rabbit scratched at an ear and hopped away. The frogs didn't know anything about Kwanzaa time, but they knew Grandma Rabbit. She could paint beautiful pictures and write wonderful poems. Poor Grandma Rabbit, said one of the frogs. I wish there was something we could do to help. Lil Rabbit hopped through the field looking for berries. Where are you going, Lil Rabbit? Mama Field Mouse asked. She was dragging all her children behind her. Grandma Rabbit is sick, said Lil Rabbit. I'm going to make sure she has a good Karamu. I'm going to find as many berries as I can. Lil Rabbit looked proud as he hopped through the meadow. Mama Fieldhouse Mouse didn't know anything about Karamu, but she knew Grandma Rabbit. Grandma Rabbit helped out with the children when Mama Field Mouse had to run errands. Poor Grandma Rabbit, said Mama Field Mouse. I wish there was something I could do to help. Lil Rabbit scampered through the trees. Good morning, Little Rabbit, said Papa Squirrel. Why are you sniffling around the trees? I'm looking for something to give Grandma Rabbit. She's sick. I want her to have a good Kwanzaa. Lil Rabbit hopped away. Papa Squirrel didn't know anything about Kwanzaa, but he knew Grandma Rabbit. She always helped him gather her nuts in the fall. She even helped him remember where he hid them. Poor Grandma Rabbit, said Papa Squirrel. I wish there was something I could do to help. Lil Rabbit spent the whole day trying to find something for Grandma Rabbit. He searched as hard as he could. He didn't find anything at all. He was very sad. I guess I am too little to do anything. As the sun was setting, he hopped slowly home. When he opened the door, he had a big surprise. Everyone was there. Grandma Rabbit was sitting in the big chair with a huge smile on her face. The frogs had bought pink flowers from the lily pads. Mama and Papa Spider hung them from the ceiling like lanterns. Mama Oriole was conducting a fine chorus of birds. Groundhog bought little toys and gifts for everyone. Mama Field Mouse had got together with Mama Possum and Mama Raccoon to make a delicious feast. The air was full of excitement. Mama Rabbit served the plates, and Lil Rabbit ate until he thought he would burst. After that, Papa Rabbit told funny stories about Brer Rabbit, Anansi the Spider, Guinea Fowl, and Mosquito. The stories made everyone laugh. Then Papa Spider plucked on his web strings, Cricket got out his fiddle, and all the animals had a wonderful dance. Grandma Rabbit taught everyone a new word. Harambe, she called out as her friends danced. It means let's pull together. We don't need anyone to tell us that, said Papa Squirrel. We already pulled together. Everyone laughed and shouted, Harambe, Harambe, Harambe. When the karamu was over, Lil Rabbit sat with his grandma in the big chair. Why are you so sad, Lil Rabbit? His grandma asked. Didn't you have a good time? Yes, Lil Rabbit said quietly, but I wanted to do something special for you. Grandma Rabbit just laughed. You silly rabbit, she said, hugging Lil Rabbit tight. If you hadn't gone off looking for karamu this morning, it would never have found its way here tonight. Lil Rabbit frowned, but I'm the only one who didn't have anything to share. His grandma smiled. You shared your dream, Lil Rabbit, and your dream brought all of our friends and neighbors together. That's a big thing. Lil Rabbit felt proud. My dream did all that? Yes, I'm not surprised though, his grandma said. Why not? Lil Rabbit asked. Because I have faith in you. If you have faith, Lil Rabbit, there's always hope. Oh, I'll try to remember that, said Lil Rabbit, yawning. By the way, said Grandma Rabbit, snuggling him close, this was the best karamu ever.